one of the benefits of doing the NASA Edge Show is that we have an opportunity to not only speak to engineers, scientists, but former astronauts, current astronauts, agency director, and center directors.
And Bob Cabana, center director for NASA Kennedy, was all of those, what you said, rolled into one person.
Absolutely.
Which is really cool, which is very unique.
And he actually sat down with you on our live show set for the SpaceX 3 launch, and you did a decent interview with him.
Yeah, he gave us the big picture of commercial space going on at NASA Kennedy Space Center, from commercial crew to commercial flight. In fact, we talked a little bit about the SpaceX NASA agreement at Pad 39A, and also we're waiting for SLS when it first launches in 2018 or FY18 from Pad 39B.
And after you watch this interview, if you want to learn more about the SpaceX 3 launch and the reason we were at the Kennedy Space Center, go to our Ustream page. You can also go to iTunes and download all of our shows, including the best of for the SpaceX 3 launch.
And don't forget to watch it through its entirety, because there's a special at the end. I tell you what, this is another great day for a launch, and of course you've seen many launches here over the years, but we sort of have a new direction since shuttles retired.
We do, and every launch is special. I don't care what it is. When a rocket leaves planet Earth, it's a special event, and it's really neat to watch. And today's an historic day. I don't know if you know, but just a little while ago, I was out at Pad 39A with our administrator, Charlie Bolden, and the president and chief operating officer of SpaceX, Wynne Shotwell, and we had just signed the agreement leasing Pad A to SpaceX.
Oh, that's great news.
It is great news because, this is our future. We are establishing KSC as a multi-user spaceport. Government and commercial operations, crew and cargo, to and from low Earth orbit and beyond. And just a mile up from Pad 39A is Pad 39B, our future for heavy lift for the Orion spacecraft. We're on track. In fact, Orion rolls out of the operations and checkout building in May. It's going to be complete. That's a real spaceship. It rolls out of the ONC. It goes over to the PHSF, the Payload Hazardous Servicing Facility for hypergolic servicing.
Right.
Then it goes to the LASF, the Launch Abort System facility to get that, abort rocket put on top. And then this December, and it could go earlier, we gave up our launch date for a DoD mission, but by December at the latest, we will be launching on a Delta IV Heavy 3,000 nautical miles from Earth, further than we've gone since we went to the moon, on a test flight of the Orion spacecraft, checking out its thermal protection system, its recovery systems, and pick it up off the coast of California and bring it back. And it's going to get used again. And that's real space hardware, a real spaceship, paving the way for a flight out here.
And it's going to be exciting times for NASA Kennedy, as you said.
This is an exciting time. I am very positive about our future. We are enabling commercial space operations in addition to preparing a way to explore and establish that human presence in our solar system.
Will SpaceX be using the VABs for
No, they're going to build their own horizontal processing facility right outside of 39A on the crawlerway. And that's where the Falcon 9 Heavy and then Falcon 9, when it flies off this pad, will be processed, and it rolls up horizontally, gets erected out on the pad. Okay. Yep.
And then will SpaceX allow other companies use?
No, right now it's an exclusive for SpaceX, and if they make their manifest that they show, it's going to be busy out there.
Now I tell you what, one of these days we're going to be seeing that SLS coming out to Pad 39B.
I cannot wait. Even right behind us, there's the mobile launcher.
That's right.
We're modifying the base of it. We're getting the systems installed on it. High Bay 3 and the VAB, the furthest one from where we're looking, that's going to have, right now all the platforms are out of it. We've let the contract for the new platforms to support SLS, and it's not that far off. This is 2014. We're looking at a flight in fiscal year 18, just 3 years away.
That's EM1?
EM1, and that's the Space Launch System with the Orion crew vehicle on it, without a crew in it, on a full functional test of the system before we put crews on it. And that's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. The pad is coming along great. Right now, we've totally gutted the flame trench. All the flame deflectors out of it, all the fire bricks are off the wall. Whole new system is going in. We're going to use a steel flame deflector this time, only in one direction. And, we're upgrading the environmental control system that provides the conditioned air to the vehicle. We've already done all the data distribution system, pulled all the copper wire. We made $620,000 in scrap off the copper that we pulled out and reinvested it back into the project. All fiber optics, digital control system, but this is going to be our launch pad. We are going to Mars from that launch pad.
State-of-the-art facility.
You got it. 30 years from now, we're going to be launching still off this launch pad. It was difficult to see the shuttle stop flying. But we want to transition to the future, and the future is exploring away from our home planet, away from planet Earth. And we needed, truthfully, a little downtime to
right.
put the investment into the facilities to get them ready to support SLS and Orion.
Now, what I want to know is when we have that 130 metric ton vehicle, which is going to be even bigger than Saturn V,
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Yep.
where are we going to have to be to see that launch?
Well, I'm hoping it's the exact same spot. It's going to be pretty darn impressive. Absolutely.
You think the 3 miles would be at this?
I think so. We'll have to take a look. But yeah, I'm hoping so.
And if you had to do it all over again, being a former astronaut, would you be willing to go back? And
I would go in a heartbeat right now. I would be flying on Dream Chaser, the Boeing CT-100, the Dragon Rider, the Orion. If it goes to space, sign me up.
Well, Bob, thank you so much for being here. We look forward to the Falcon 9 launch, which is going to be the resupply
Beautiful
mission.
day.
Beautiful day, resupply mission to station, and we look forward to talking to you again.
Chris, always.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Well, that wraps up another launch for NASA Edge.
Another successful launch. You know what? This is beginning to be my home away from home here at Kennedy Space Center. We've been down here so much.
I'm part Floridian at this point.
Absolutely.
Hey, we want to thank all our guests to make this show possible, especially the subject matter experts that were with us today.
Absolutely.
And we had our special guest, Center Director Robert Cabana, who joined us.
It's awesome, amazing.
His name is Robert. He was an astronaut. That yellow jumpsuit that he wore, it made all the girls adore. He's from Minnesota, and he has a math degree. He's always reaching for a star. That's just how high he set the bar. His mission count was 4. That's a really decent score. And now he's the center director. Who could ask for more? Yeah, it's Robert Cabana. And don't you know I'm a big fan of Robert Cabana. That tight marine haircut is always in fashion when you're Robert Cabana.
You're killing me. Why?
You're watching NASA Edge.
An inside and outside look at all things NASA.
Robert Cabana. Sing with me. Robert Cabana. Conga line, come on. Robert Cabana.
Almost died with my eye.
Planted.
See, they're going to get me on that one.